a few parts to the video. See this over here? What this piece over here? Okay, it's 3 areas. I like to call this the Mars window. Why? Because it encompasses this area over here that powers up to this area over here, the 4th area that shares it between these two over here. I like to call this either 2, 4, and that would be a water and an earth, and then they would reflect. See this, the way it looks like it's pointing this way? We can do the same thing. Okay, I should have maybe turned it a different color, but I'm going to do this. Okay, so what's happening here is it's these 4, and then these 4, and then these 4, and these 4, and what happens is this one will overlap with this one. All right, when we cover up this one here and this one here, these 2 will overlap, these 2 will overlap, and these 2 will overlap, etc. Well, I don't know why there's so much of that. All right, the other thing is heart and cur. Right, look, C and R. What is 6 times 3 equals to 18? That's the heart and heart. This 3 inside here, which looks like the word egg, or OEUF in French. Next part in here is what I like. See this over here? Looks like the 7, right? You can split it down over here, right? Over here. I haven't come to this side over here. Right, you see this over here? I haven't done that. I haven't done that. And if I did that, I'd get the ace. So big deal, right? So the first part of it shows you just like a D. We're not going to go over here as number 7 and 7 coming together as the D, the 4th letter. Once you do it, you only have one side of this area. When you come to the other side of the area, you now create the R. When you continue on one more time, you now create the B. So this here, can you say this is one area here? So now when you split this and you run this all the way up here, although you've created ace, ace in both houses, and the ace and the arms overlap from one side to the other, and then you split this down here, and the R would just have a big head onto each side, and the support with the R over here. When you create just this area over here, you have 1. Let's call this 1 complete. When you come down here, it's 1.5. This is 2 complete. But when you do 2 complete, you have half of it here, and now half of it over here. Half and half to make up the 2. It's split. These 2 make up this one. Do you follow where I'm going? And then we end up with all these lines. Should I come out here? Looks like the fleur-de-lis inside of this design. All right, what else can we do? Oh yeah, we can come out here. We had built this building down here. So anyways, let me go on to this so we can see what's happening. 2 times 6 for 12, 4 by 3. The R is 3, 1. 3 by 6 equals to 18. So what we have for number 27, I like to call it 27 on the countdown. There's a count over here. I'm not going to get into this part. The part I do want to get into is this part over here. This is the best part. Feminine, 54. The cube, the sun, masculine, 63. The total is 117. This is the cube, both sides of the cube, the feminine and the masculine. I'm doing this quick because I'm tired. I'm just going to bed. So I'm going to come back and finish this again tomorrow, right? So what happens when you do that, right? When you take this together, you get 11. So what is that 11? It's ace 11. That's right. The ace is going to be what is 11 or what is 1. And 11 is 1 and 1 is 2. you can look at it as 11 and say, I can get all of the cube with inside 9 area spaces. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And what is 2 through 10? Blue balls and Pope. But ace 11 in the game of blackjack, you know that the word 11 equals to 9 and the word ace equals to 9, and they come together in blackjack. You know in blackjack is 29 and 27. 6 times 3, 6 plus 3, 18 and 9, 27. 5 times 4, 20. 5 plus 4, 9, 29. It just says blackjack within itself. Actually, sorry, I shouldn't say that. Jack is number 25. Okay? So then we do this. I get 29. Over here, RK for king. When I minus it, it gives me G7. G7 is the gateway between the two sides, where 2 times 4, 2 plus 4. When you bring it out, it comes over here. Look at that. 6 times 5, 6 plus 5, 330 for the breath of the Christ, for the king, okay, in the breath right here. 3 times 3, 3 plus 3, right? Individuality. 3 times 3, right? 3 plus 3 gives you your yin yang 9 and 6. Your total is either 371, 289. I don't want to go to 289, right? Even though 289 in the deck of cards is 17 and then 9 and 144. Yeah. And this here is going to equal to 333. 3 times 71 minutes is 333. 28 grams, right? 28 grams. I had to figure out what I did because this number 29 is 2 and 9 equals to the word buy. And I'm thinking of kilograms, and grams takes 28 for an ounce, right? And I'm trying to figure out where I got 512 for ram. I think it was a 512 ram, or is what it's 5 times 12 equals to 60. 5 plus 12 equals to 17, and 60 is 77, and that's Christ. That's power. Right? That's pretty weird. So, and we need 28 grams because that's 4 times 7 for the 28 days. So I have to figure out something here. 280, 50, 84, 280 and 280. That's 560. 560, 56. That was perfect. I'm just thinking of something. 56. That's 56. 560. Okay. Take away 48. Okay. Just trying to think what I'm thinking. Okay, I don't want to look at that. The next part of this, I think, is here. Elon Musk, 6 and 3, 8 and 1 divides the 7th gate. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4. Anyways, I'm going to have to come back and do this again.